Hello, hello, guys. Welcome to the Ultra Challenge Group. Super excited to have you guys a part of this group. I have a special guest. You're not going to want to miss her story. So if you're catching this on the replay, drop in the comments replay and tell us what one goal you have to gain from this ultra challenge, this challenge group. So while I'm waiting on our special guest to hop on, I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about what the Thrive Experience is. You may or you may not know, you may or may not be thrivers in here. We have some non-thrivers in this group. So you might be thinking like, what is the Thrive Experience? So really quickly, while we're waiting for Carrie to hop on, I want to tell you a little bit about what the Thrive Experience is. Hi, thanks for joining.
Can you hear me okay?
Perfect. And I don't think we're
Awesome.
echoing. You guys
No, sounds
let us
good.
know if we are sounding good. But before we dive into Carrie's incredible story, it looks like we're like singing on the mic here, like we're about to do a radio thing. Okay, you guys, so we are super excited to share with you what the Thrive Experience is it's an all-natural, gluten-free, non-GMO vitamin system that fills in your individual nutritional gaps. And you physically feel the Thrive Experience when you take it. That's why it's called an experience. It's going to do something different for you than it did for me, than it did for Carrie. One of the things I fell in love with was how simple the product is. So first thing in the morning, you wake up, you take 1 to 2 capsules on an empty stomach with water. You guys put them by your bed before your feet hit the floor. You pop these puppies in and you are ready to start your day. 20 to 40 minutes later, you drink a delicious, yummy, ultra micronized pre and probiotic lifestyle mix, digestive enzyme deliciousness. You can mix it with any liquid of your choice. I usually choose water. We have vanilla, we have chocolate, we have strawberry, apple pie, and peppermint, and they are all fantastic. And then your third and final step is your DFT. And tonight's feature, this entire group's feature, is all about the Ultra 2.0. So super excited for you guys to hear Carrie's story. Take a moment really quick and tag some of your friends that are in this group, because they're not going to want to miss Carrie's story. While you guys are doing that, also let us know, if you're just hopping on, let us know one thing that you are looking forward to taking away from this challenge group, this 8-week challenge group. Let us know one thing that you yourself are looking to get away. So, all right, so meet my friend Carrie Simpson, you guys. I'm so excited that she is hopping on tonight. And tell us a little bit about who you are.
So, Carrie Simpson, I am a single mother. I have 3 teenagers, 2 boys, 16 and 14, and a daughter who's 13. I am blessed to live in the beautiful Outer Banks of North Carolina. So where a lot of people call vacation land, I am fortunate to call home. So I've grown up being a beach girl, love just living on the water. I do work in corporate America. I travel for my job regularly, so 3 to 4 days a week. And that's pretty much it. I'm the typical single mom.
I love it. I love it. So, all right. So tell us a little bit about when you started thriving, not your ultra story, but just when you started thriving and what your experience was like.
So probably like a lot of people that are watching tonight, I was tired, I was worn out, and I was just looking for something that, number one, was going to work and was going to help me just get through my days dealing with, juggling schedules. My kids are active in sports and being alert and focused at work. And, I was just going through the motions. So I watched a couple journeys for probably 3 or 4 months, way too long. Wish I had not waited that long, but yes. I did start last April, so I'm coming up on 1 year.
It's awesome. That's awesome. So what were the biggest benefits that you felt like you initially got before you started your ultra journey?
So pre-Thrive, I was sleeping my weekends away, working all week. Saturdays was catch up from the week, and then Sunday was let me get ahead of for my sleep for the week. Alarm clock was snooze. I was hitting snooze 6, 7, 8 times. I had it almost down to the minute of what time I had to get out of bed. And there were still days that my kids were late to school and it was my fault. And that's where the guilty mom started sinking in was, my kids were facing silent lunch and after school detention because mommy dearest could not get out of bed to get going and get my kids to school. And I mean, this was not only affecting my life, but it was just affecting everyone around me. And I knew something had to change. So day one, I did notice some mental clarity. I'm a big to-do list girl at work. So every day I make a list of, prioritize what I've got to get done today. And before Thrive, it was, okay, I'll come back to that. You know what? I'll start on this. And if I can finish it, great. But if I can't, then there's always tomorrow. It's really not due till Friday. I've got time. Day one, that to-do list was knocked out. I was feeling accomplished by lunchtime. And I was like, yes.
That's awesome. That's
Yep.
awesome. And then, so as your journey went on, I know, what sort of weight loss you had
Yes.
just on, which DFT were you doing? Share a little bit about that before we jump into your Ultra.
So I was on the first version of Ultra, and I lost 17 pounds on that in my first about 6 weeks. And then I switched to Duo, lost a lot of inches on Duo, and then Burn launched. And I did Burn for a couple months, and altogether, in about a 7.5, 8 month period, I've lost 56 pounds strictly on Thrive.
That's incredible. I mean,
Yes.
seriously,
Yes.
incredible. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
And just everything that comes along with that, the confidence, just the ability to dive back into life, especially with your kids. So,
Yeah.
All right. So Ultra, the DFT Ultra, you guys launched, and you're one of the first people to be able to wear it. So you are completing your day 13. So you guys, not even 2 weeks in. And
Yep.
we're talking about incredible stories. This is someone who was already feeling at the top of your game, right?
Yes.
It can't get any better.
Yes.
And then you're still doing your capsules, you're still doing your lifestyle mix, you're still going about everything else. The only thing that changed was you wore the Ultra DFT. So
Correct.
Tell us about the last 13 days.
Okay, so when I heard that Ultra was coming back, I did the biggest happy dance in my living room. I was screaming, I was yelling. My kids thought I was crazy. And I was like, I got to know the minute it goes live. And I was like, I'm ordering a case because I've got to have it. So Ultra is my all-time favorite DFT. So I was already excited, but let me tell you something, Kelly. I was not prepared for this new version. It is out of this world.
That is awesome.
So I got it in the mail, and I got it at mail time. I don't know, it was 2. Mm-hmm. I took off my black label and put that baby on. I was not waiting until the next day. And I could already feel a boost that afternoon. I already just felt something kicked in.
Yeah.
It could have been my excitement, but I don't know what it was. But I was like, oh, yes, I'm so happy you're back in my life. And then day 2, day 3, the appetite control was right back, so powerful. I was like, oh, I got to remember to eat. I had kind of fallen off the wagon, to be honest with you, and wasn't eating like I should. And it was instantly I felt better and I wanted to do better.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. So, okay. So there are people either watching now or going to be watching the replay that want to be healthier. I mean, they want to feel like what you're describing, right? But you were skeptical. I was skeptical. Most of us are,
Yeah.
When something sounds too good to be true, I mean, oftentimes in life it is. The Thrive experience isn't. And so what do you say to someone who's listening now, maybe to just give them some encouraging words about sort of taking that trust and trusting their friend who is trying to help them? I mean, what sort of thing do you tell them?
So I want to share too, with Ultra, I've 13 days and I am down 10 pounds already on Ultra, craving water and just eating less. I can control my portions so much better. So I wanted to throw that in there too, because I think that's significant,
It
because
is.
that's what really helps you make the better decisions. You know, I'm not finishing everything on my plate. And I'm just, you know, I think that's important to note too. I'm making healthier lifestyle changes as well. But what I would say is, you know, if you're a skeptic or you're even fearful of trying to implement a different lifestyle, just do it as a skeptic. Do it scared. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because I sit back and go, you know, why did I wait those 4 months? But I had to be ready. And, you know, when I was ready, I jumped in. I committed to it. And I would say whoever's reaching out to you, you've got to trust them. They're a thriver already, so it's hard to describe what it feels like. You have to experience it. That's why we call it the Thrive Experience. And I didn't really believe that at first, but you have to trust who has introduced this to you. And then the second thing I would say is, anything that you've tried in the past that didn't work, don't allow that to discourage you from trying, because this is what works. I've never stuck to anything longer than probably 6 weeks, and I'm almost at a year.
That's incredible. Yeah, I love that. And I love that you said that, because I know for myself, I tried a lot of different things, and I was living a pretty healthy lifestyle before. And I love the fact that the Thrive Experience can impact people's life, whether they're wherever they're starting from. If their starting ground is like they're not doing anything to help their overall health and wellness, or they're already super fit and super healthy, it's going to impact their life. It meets you where you are and takes you to where you want to be.
Yes.
And we all start somewhere different, and we're all in different places in our journeys. And I love the fact that it's not a one size fits all system. It can be customized, and you get to choose your DFT. And I'm so excited. I am loving the Ultra 2.0 as well. I am loving this group. I am so excited that you hopped on tonight and that you joined us. You guys, if you are just joined this group yesterday, today, make sure that you look for the post. You know, during the week, on the weekends, there's going to be giveaways. We're going to be having accountability posts. If you haven't checked out the learning section of this group, there is some tremendous amount of information as far as, you know, your dietary needs, lots of different options. There's no rules what you have to follow. And lastly, if you are not on the Thrive Experience yet, but you're in this group, just give it a shot. What do you have to lose? I mean, there are so many other things that you can do. Don't let this 8-week experience go by without giving it your all. And it is so simple. I remember thinking, I can't ever stick to anything because there's too many rules, there's too many restrictions, right?
Yep.
And that is one of the first things I fell in love with before I felt the Thrive Experience. I loved how easy it was and how it can fit into a busy life, whether you're at home, whether you're traveling, no matter what it is. So thanks for hopping on tonight, you guys.
Absolutely.
I love it. You guys, give Carrie some love for her story. Just an incredible story. Day 13. I can't even imagine where you're going to be at the end of this 8 weeks. It's going to be awesome, you guys. And make sure that you share this video with someone that you care about, because I guarantee you that her story can impact other people in your life. So you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week on the next live. Take care.
Thanks, Kelly.